Hello and welcome to another episode of Supreme Clientele, the show right here on the Monk Maddox channel, where I, your host Monk, aka the Monkmatician, give you 3 must plays for UFC 276. That huge pay-per-view card is coming up this Saturday, July 2nd, I believe in Vegas, headlined by Israel Adesanya and Jared Cannonier for the middleweight title, and co-main event by the featherweight title between Alex Volkanovski and Max Holloway for the third time. So guys, before we get into it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are on our road to 350 subs, and you guys seriously are absolutely killing it with the likes, the comments, the subs, everything. Be sure to hit that bell as well, and you will never miss any videos for UFC content for all the cards that you need going forward. Also, check out the MMA engine if you haven't already. It's me, Brady, Wheezy, and Lou Betya. We are going ham every day, putting out content several times a day, every day, before each UFC event. So be sure to check that out, guys. I mean, if you watch all of our stuff, you'll know exactly how to play DFS by the end of the week. You'll know exactly where the good betting lines are. You will be covered. And I like to think we're a little bit entertaining as well. So please be sure to check that stuff out. And without further ado, guys, I will not waste any more of your time. Let's get right into the first play for UFC 276. Play number 1 is going to be the $9,000 Alexander Volkanovski. He is a top DraftKings scorer, guys. 4.24 raw DraftKings points a minute, scores 110.06 per win on average, and this is over 11 UFC wins. He allows only 1.79 raw DraftKings points per minute back at him, so a fantastic defensive pace as well. And in 8 of those 11 UFC wins, Alexander Volkanovski has put up triple digits. So like I said, a fantastic DraftKings scorer, someone I will absolutely be looking to roster with those great offensive numbers. He's much better in his last 5 compared to Max Holloway in his last 5. Let's just look at a few numbers. 56.26% significant striking accuracies for Alex Volkanovski, 60.26 significant striking defense percent, or rate, I should say, and a plus 11.6% control time differential. Now, these, like I said, are all numbers in the last 5. Pretty good numbers. Let's look at some of Holloway's in those same categories. 50.81% significant striking accuracy, 53.73 defense, and only a plus 1.55% control time differential. So not bad numbers at all, but they are several points below Alexander Volkanovski. And in fact, Volkanovski has outlanded the significant striking leader in their 2 fights, 294 to 236. So that's where we sit as far as significant strikes landed between the two in their 2 previous fights. Lastly, the last reason you should be rostering Alexander Volkanovski, $9,000 is statistically the 4th best salary. This is some great salary voodoo here. Out of 31 salaries, 9,000 is statistically the 4th best. It has a 71.43% win rate, or wine rate if you can't spell. And in those wins, it makes optimal 50% of the time. Now you're thinking, oh, it probably should. It's 9,000. But once you get that expensive, guys, it becomes much more difficult to make the optimal lineup consistently. So that 50% number is fantastic. It's been used 56 times since January 1st of 2021, and $9,000 has made the optimal 20 times. That is the 3rd most out of any salary, and only the 3rd salary that is made optimal in at least 20 of its plays. So guys, Alexander Volkanovski is someone I will definitely be looking forward to rostering this week at $9,000. It should be easy to get to him, and I would consider him a must play, especially in that upper echelon of your $9,000 fighters. You got your Sean O'Malley's up there as well, but I don't think I like anyone more than Alex Volkanovski. Let's get into play number 2 for UFC 276. Jalen Turner, $8,400 today. I'm trying to give you a top-end guy, a mid-tier guy, and a cheaper, lower salaried guy to kind of even all of this out. 8,400, Jalen Turner will be the mid-tier guy. Tremendous scoring upside for that salary. 4.25 raw DraftKings points a minute is what he scores, averaging 115.92 per win, and this is over 5 UFC wins, just a scoring machine. He's a 5-category scorer. 2.59 points in striking per minute, 0.85 points in knockdowns per minute, 0.32 points in takedowns per minute, 0.38 points in control time per minute, and 0.11 in reversals per minute, guys. These are all crazy numbers. A lot of UFC guys have three, numbers in three categories, four categories. Jalen Turner has non-zero, not zero, in five categories. Fantastic. And he's also put up 100 points or more in all five of his UFC wins. In three of them, he's put up over 110. So like I said, prolific DraftKings scorer Jalen Turner. Finish him is the next category. Jalen Turner has a 100% career finish win rate. In the UFC, he has 2 round 1 wins and 3 round 2 wins. Absolutely fantastic. Out of those 5 finishes in the UFC, 3 of them are KO TKOs, 2 of them are submissions. His opponent, Brad Riddell, has been finished by KO TKO and submission in his career, so it's not an impossibility. Lastly, for Jalen Turner, he has a big offensive volume, 5.82 significant strikes landed per minute, plus 1.9 significant strikes landed per minute differential over his opponents in the UFC. This is over 7 fights, almost 2 strikes a minute differential on the positive side. He also has a positive control time ratio, 1.35 to 1, and he has 1.92 submission attempts per minute. This guy is always moving, always trying to get stuff done. I absolutely love what I see from Jalen Turner. Brad Riddell is no joke. This fight could be very difficult. I'm loving the upside I see from Jalen Turner here. Those DraftKings numbers are ridiculous, and at 8,400, you'd be foolish not to put him in some of your lineups. Guys, before we get into the third and final play, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and play number 3 for UFC 276 on Supreme Clientele right here on the Monkmatics channel is $7,400 Gabe Green going up against Ian Gary. Big scoring upside for a dog in Gabe Green. 3.8 raw DraftKings points per minute, 98.51 when he wins. Average value of 10.65. These numbers are crazy. Comes into UFC 276, $367 under his average salary, does Gabe Green. So, I mean, just another reason to get him in your lineups as a dog play. There is a huge strength of schedule disparity between Gabe Green and Ian Gary in their last 5. 81.4% opponent win rate in his last 5 for Gabe Green, while Ian Gary is just at a 64.18, so 17 points higher for Green, sorry. 75.2 strength of schedule for Green to a 65.29 for Gary, so 10 points higher for Green. 76.19 strength of victory for Gary to a 64.18 strength of victory for Gary. Gabe Green is the better number in all categories. I think I just said it backwards. But the point to this section is Gabe Green has the much better strength of schedule. He's fighting the tougher opponents. He's fighting opponents with better records, and he's beating opponents with better records as well. And thirdly, an inexperienced opponent is Ian Gary. Gary only has 9 professional fights. He's allowed 0.58 DraftKings points per minute in takedowns and control time. And as of now, he is showing to be a bit one-dimensional, just striking. So we're going to see what Gabe Green does. I think for $7,400, we have a decent look here at a dog stab here on Gabe Green. Guys, we did all 3 fights. Let's recap them here. We've got the $9,000 Volkanovski, Alexander Volkanovski, the champ. We've got $8,400 Jalen Turner, and we've got $7,400 Gabe Green. These are 3 fighters I will be looking to get into a lot of my lineups, especially the first 2. Gabe Green, I do really like for a dog play this week. So, guys, those are going to be the picks, the 3 plays for UFC 276. Please think about them. Get a few of them in your lineups. Let me know how they do for you over the weekend. And don't miss any other content we have coming down the way right here on the Monkmatics channel this week. Catch me on Pub Sports Radio Show, the DraftKings show, Wednesday night, I believe at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Friday night on the MMA Engine channel with my guy Lou for happy hour. This is a big week, so you might see me on a few other shows this week. Maybe a Friday show that I'll let you know about here in the next day or 2. But guys, more important than that, please be safe, take it easy, enjoy these last few days of tape study and stat study before the big card. And as always, I want all of you to enjoy the fights. So enjoy, and we will see you next time.